Hey guys, Paigesugarbutts here, and I just wanted to make a really quick video just talking about an experience that I went through, and hopefully something I can help other people if, they're new to tattoos and stuff like that, just figuring out what's best for you or why something could be happening to you if you've used second skin. But yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about, my experience with saniderm / second skin, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is just a random video, but it's just something I experienced, and like I said, I just want to get my experience out there with it. Now, initially with my first few tattoos, they were all just like wrapped with, how people use plastic wrap. So no problems there. That was until I got my first big tattoo, which was Lucky right here. I know, hard to believe all this used to be empty and it was just him. But yeah, he was the first tattoo that I used saniderm on, and there was no problems. Like, everything went perfect, and the only thing is, obviously, it always hurts when you take it off, but you just run it under hot water and it hurts a lot less. And it protected the tattoo well. I lose a lot of plasma after I get tattooed, like some people more than others, and I lose a lot. It was really gross and ugh. But anywho, that, wasn't anything unnormal. Like, it was all fine or whatever. However, as I continue to work on my sleeve and just other tattoos as well, I continue to use saniderm now and then. There would be some tattoos I would use wrap and then other ones saniderm, and still had no major issues or anything crazy like that. Like I said, just slightly uncomfortable to take off sometimes. So I was just like, dang, sometimes I want to use wrap because like that's a pain in the butt. Plus, I never have any issue taking care of my tattoos. Like, I always like clean them well, not constantly because you're not supposed to do that, but like I clean them the amount you're supposed to, like 2 to 3 times a day. Just anytime it looks gross, I'm always good at lotioning it. I'm just very good at taking care of my tattoos. I keep an eye on them, make sure they're like, lotioned but not too lotioned, all that good jazz. Anywho, but yeah, so I just had no problem not using saniderm because I just always knew how to take care of my tattoos. And I understand why people do want to use it, just because like it saves you that initial hassle the first few days of having to take care of it, which is a pain in the butt, especially the first few days, just because it is so sensitive. However, I just don't have issues with it. So I continued using saniderm, especially for my bigger tattoos that were more of a pain in the butt. And just like, oh yeah, this will make the healing process easier. It was great. No issues. However, that was until I got my Cult of the Lamb tattoo on my inner arm. I love him to death, and clearly he is perfectly fine. However, what happened with him was kind of crazy. So everything was normal. The tattoo artist I go to for my arm, she did pretty much all the tattoos on this arm. So it was just like the same dealio. Tattoo went great. Asked if I want saniderm. I was like, sure. Sorry if you hear my dog. He's like trying to lick my arm, and it's like, will you chill? Say hello. Anywho, back to the story. So yeah, everything just like went normally. And she asked if I want saniderm. So I said, sure. She put it on and everything was Gucci. However, I can't believe I just said that, but like 2-ish maybe hours later, I noticed that the tattoo was still very red. Now, of course, it is perfectly normal for your tattoo to be red for a little while and irritated after you first get it. Obviously, your skin has just been through a lot of trauma and it's like, what the heck? So yeah, it's going to be red for a while. However, it was still like really red and just like burning. Like, it just hurt really bad. I'm like, this doesn't feel normal. I've healed plenty of tattoos and it should not still be hurting by now, especially this much and being this red. And as the hours went on, it just felt like it hurt more, especially like around, because like obviously the derm went like around my tattoo. Now, I didn't have any of these other tattoos at the time, thank God, because it definitely would have ruined them. So keep in mind, all of this was like empty. It was just like this guy here and pretty much all this stuff down here. But anywho, yeah, so we had the derm around him, and I started noticing like right in here there was like a rash forming. Like, so we took it off, like we slowly took it off, and it hurt more than ever, like taking off the derm. And yeah, I'll put a picture here of what it looked like. Well, no, I'm not gonna put it yet. First, I'm gonna put a warning. This is disgusting, and YouTube might even like not be happy about this. I might even blur it a little bit, but yeah. Here's a warning first. If you don't want to see anything super gross, skip a few minutes. Not even a few minutes, a few seconds. Here's a picture of what it looks like. Yeah, that did not look normal. It was very concerning. It was starting to pus up and just not look right. Thank goodness it didn't hit the tattoo at all itself. It was just the skin around it, because that could have definitely ruined the tattoo. And like I said, thank goodness I didn't have any other tattoos in that area at the time, because that could have been like catastrophic. But yeah, it was just really scary because I was like, oh my God, is this gonna leave a scar like right next to my tattoo? Like, that's terrible. I don't want to have a scar there. but luckily it healed up fine. I was super cautious with it, especially because it was right next to a tattoo. If that would have gone infected, and especially with the open wound that was my tattoo at the time, I could have easily like gotten an infection. Not to be dramatic, but I could have like died if something like that happened. Like, it happens. So I was very scared because not only did I have to take care of this brand new, at the time, I mean, this tattoo is like over a year old now, but at the time, fresh tattoo. And then also I had this other wound I had to take care of. So that was definitely crazy. But luckily everything turned out okay. And yeah, I told my tattoo artist what happened. And she said, especially with this area here, just because the skin is softer, it's just more likely to happen. But since then, I've just been kind of paranoid. Actually, I think I tried saniderm one more time after that. I can't remember which tattoo it was, but it was like a more normal spot. And literally like an hour later, I saw it getting red already. And I was like, dude, I'm just taking this off. Like, I'm not even risking it. So yeah, now I just don't use saniderm anymore. If you use it and it works for you, that is fan-freaking-tastic. This is just a warning towards anybody that has never used it before. Like, just be careful. Just because you never know. Sometimes wrap is just better, especially if you're good at taking care of your tattoos, or you know, you're just feeling lazy, whatever. I get it. I totally understand it. I can totally be lazy too. I've done it with tattoos. But yeah, I just want to put a warning saying be careful, because it's not common that happens to somebody, but it happened to me for some reason. And like I said, I used it on several tattoos before and had zero issues. And then I tried using it like 2 or 3 times, and then my skin was just having a reaction to it. So that was odd. But yeah, so just be careful how you heal your tattoos. Just take good care of it. And, you know, saniderm might be great for you, but it might not. And just be careful. But yeah, that was just my totally fun story of how saniderm affects my skin. Maybe not yours, but it affects mine. But yeah, this was just a stupid little video, but just something I wanted to talk about because it's worth putting the warning out there that it can happen and that it did happen to me. And just, yeah, it was crazy. Just who would have thought? Because my skin isn't normally that sensitive, so it was just very odd. But yeah, that's the end of this rant. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.